Madhur, you can go first. How do you think customer experience has changed post the pandemic, and what kind of priorities do you see changing in your own organization, maybe with respect to how things are post pandemic?
Yeah. So Kaushik, thank you for asking me this. At BluSmart is a very responsible mobility platform. We having said that, being new into the market and understanding what customer actually needs. So we initially also have started with our vision that we need to disrupt the market where there was a duopoly existing already. So I thought of what exactly are the woes and the problem statement that a customer is facing before the pandemic also. Like there were the problems that customer were facing were with the reliability, with the cancellation, and with the surge pricing being shooting up over the time. So these are the things that people were facing, and that is the solution that we came up with. Then cut to pandemic, and then we thought of what exactly we can do, since because our ecosystem that we had was being controlled by us and is still being controlled by us. So we see that people have started becoming a little more conscious about their travel needs. And then, like when before that, we were discussing about work from home being a new normal. So people have we always used to be in a space where we ask customers to schedule the ride, because we had certain things to take care of before sending up any ride to the customer, because we see that we do not cancel on any ride. So we need to know the SOC of the state of charge of the cab, and then further we had to look at how exactly everything would go on. So we now have understood that, so according to the feedbacks that we used to get, and according to the overall general public reviews that we used to gather from the different domains, different channels, etc. So we kind of realized that we also need to come to the point where customers should feel safe riding with BluSmart, riding in a BluSmart cab. So we started sanitizing all the cabs, and then masks were being put up as a mandatory thing for the riders and the drivers both. And we used to check the driver temperature. That is, of course, the competition can never do, because we certainly have the overall ecosystem in our control. So we see that we can check the temperature control. We can have our driver partners getting they were vaccinated by us, and we kind of took all the precautions that we can and tried to deliver the best kind of a customer experience and customer service that we were being able to do, and people have really loved us for that.
Lovely. Shantanu, I think the insurance sector would have definitely been stormed by the impact of the pandemic while we were in the pandemic, and even when we are trying to come out of it and get to normal. So how do you think in the industry in the insurance domain has really adapted to that, and what kind of changes are you seeing evolving in your area?
Sure. So I think insurance as an industry, if you look at the BFSI segment, I think a lot of the banking sectors were already fairly evolved in terms of technology and in terms of, a lot of stuff. Insurance was slightly lagging behind. I think what happened is a lot of focus on things like online onboarding of clients for new policies. That came in place where it was paperless, went into that domain. A huge focus on things like straight-through processing. So, if someone goes and files a claim, does a human intervention, is that required? Is it not? Try and eliminate certain of those aspects and see if it can be so that with a straight-through processing, things like faster resolution of queries, claims, all of that stuff happening. So it led to a huge spurt in the client experience, right? So I think that was a journey. While I'm not saying that all of this journey started only due to the pandemic, it was already there, but I think the pandemic just accelerated that.
Yeah.
Today when we look at it, we're looking at digital journeys, we're looking at entire client end. What is the end-to-end? What is a client journey, right? Right from the time you reach out to the client for the first time to how do you manage that entire relationship over a period of time. To how do you, if there's a claim resolution. So at all places, what is an intervention of technology? There are a lot of places where you can there's a new technologies which comes in, but I think the overall thought process around first laying the business architecture and then overlaying the technology architecture on top of that, the tech architecture, all of these aligned to a great client experience is a focus which is coming.